So thinking back to your interview, what do you think your anxiety level was then?
Oh, that was definitely pretty high.
Could you rate it again as we did earlier?
I'll give it a 9.
So it was very, very anxious time for you.
Yeah.
And how did you notice your anxiety? Did you notice like physically? Like what were you feeling in that moment physically when you were in the room being interviewed?
I felt very the lights spot on me, and then I felt very anxious.
Okay. When you do this, you mean like shaking?
Yeah, shaking. I felt like I was touching myself. Oh no, I was touching my arm or something.
Okay.
I felt like.
And what happened after the interview? Did they call you? Did they tell you what happened with that?
No. They just never called me, and then I later found out that they already had the position already.
Okay.
So, because I got the heads up about the interview or the job with by a friend. So they said they filled their spot already.
Okay. So you definitely felt like this anxiety was possibly a big part of why the job interview didn't go as well.
Big time.
Okay. So something that we can do to sort of help you is maybe learn how to breathe. There's a technique for deep breathing, and in that it kind of helps you calm, your body down, and also helps calm your mind down too. Breathing is very effective for helping with anxiety sometimes, and it's something that we might be able to try in here just to see how that works for you and possibly take that with you for the future. What do you think?
I think I'm definitely going to try it.
Have you any experience with deep breathing or no?
No.
Okay. So I will definitely teach you. The first thing that I'm going to have you do is I want you to think about how you're feeling right now. Think about what your anxiety level is. Think about how you're feeling with your body, any tension, if your heart's beating faster, or if you're feeling any of those physical symptoms too. And just take note of that because I want to compare it to how we feel after this breathing exercise.
Okay.
So I'm going to start my timer for, we'll say 5 minutes.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is just follow my lead. So it's a pretty simple thing. I want you to breathe in through your nose, and I want you to hold it. So the whole thing should take 4 seconds. So, and you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold it for 4 seconds.
Okay.
So breathe in for 4 seconds through your nose, hold it for 4 seconds, and then when you release this breath through your mouth, I want you to make that 6 seconds. And something that's helpful for that is if you pretend like you're sucking through a straw, but the opposite way, that kind of helps you breathe slower. So
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's practice it. So I'll count to 4, and I want you to breathe in, and then I'll count to 4 again, and I want you to hold it, and then I will count to 6 slowly, and I want to see if that's a good pace for you. Does that sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start. So breathing in. Yeah, please get comfortable.
Okay.
And let me know when you're ready if you want to take a second too. Okay, so go ahead and start. So breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did that feel? Do you need me to go a little faster?
Yeah.
Okay, I can go a little faster.
Okay.
No, I want your feedback. That's
Okay.
good. And this is something, if you do this at home, count in your head at whatever pace you need for however long you need to hold your breath.
Okay.
Everybody can hold their breath differently, of
Yeah, a
course.
little bit faster.
Okay, we can do that. All right. You think you're ready?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go ahead and start.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Breathe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
I like that pace.
Good? Okay.
That's a good pace. Okay.
So again, I'm going to have you breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doing great. And then go ahead.
Almost feel a little lightheaded.
Uh,
good.
It's okay. I mean, we maybe breathe in a little slower, a little faster.
Okay, so good.
You know, I want you to, this should be a comfortable thing for you.
Okay.
So if you need to breathe quicker, if you need to breathe slower, you know, my count is just sort of a rough estimate.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so.
Let's do it.
So. And as you're counting, I'd like you to just focus on the air in your chest expanding, feeling that, and then feeling the release as well. Feeling your body relaxing, your diaphragm, breathing through our diaphragm. Feeling your chest rise and your shoulders as you breathe in, and feeling your chest relax and your shoulders go down as you breathe out. I want you to focus just on the breath. Try to clear your mind of anything else, just focus on the breathing. Okay, and we've done just about 5 minutes. So breathe out, relax,
Wow.
come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so now thinking about how you felt then, and then thinking of before we did this exercise, and then thinking about how you feel right now, what do you think?
It helped.
Yeah?
Yeah, I definitely need to go home and do more.
So before you did this exercise, you said, you know, coming in your mood, your anxiety was about a 7, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you had to rate it, did you notice any difference, any decrease, or any increase?
Indeed, I definitely feel a decrease.
Okay. Could you maybe rate where we're at?
I think it was a pretty good 4 or 5, I'd say.
Okay, so definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
So deep breathing is a really good technique that you can take with you and use anywhere. It's something that, you know, I would definitely recommend you to use next time before you do your interview. It can be used, you know, in any situation that brings you anxiety or even depression as well. And this is just one of the few techniques that we can go through. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. So then just going back through what we've done here, because we are just about out of time. So we talked about, you know, what brought you in. We talked about, you know, the things that happened last week. We decided that the anxiety and the job interview was the thing that was really, you know, causing you stress that you really wanted to work on. So we talked a little bit about what the thoughts were, you know, that you were feeling during this time, and also what led up to it. And then we did some deep breathing, and we've now done that. So that's something that you have as well, that you've learned. So what I'd like for you to do in this coming up week, when you notice that you're in a situation that's causing you, you know, heightened levels of stress, causing your anxiety to heighten, or causing you maybe some depressive thoughts as well, I'd like you to take, you know, 5 to 10 minutes, whatever feels comfortable for you, and try to do some deep breathing. And you can also use this, for example, if you have any interviews coming up this week, or if you have any situations where you know you're going to possibly have this anxiety, to try this technique as well before going into those situations.
That sounds good.
And it would also be helpful if maybe you could write down, you know, how you felt or what happened that led you to using this technique. So a big thing would be keeping a journal. So I'd like for you to write down, you know, why you used the breathing exercise, how you were feeling before, just like what we did in here, where I asked you to think about it, and then write down how you felt after, to notice any changes, to notice if this is helping you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect for me. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. And then also going forward, I'd like you to think about what other goals for treatment that you have. We talked about, helping you get to a place where you don't helping to deal with some of these negative thoughts and some of these negative thought patterns, to help you with getting a job, which will also help you to be able to move out and working on your relationships as well. So I want you to rethink about those goals, and for next session 2, we'll go from there.
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
All right. Well, it was so good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in. And if you need anything in between then and now, just go ahead and give the office a call.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.